guys, well, welcome back to my channel. Surprisingly, we do not have a New York vlog this week. As you can tell from the title of this video, we are doing a what I cook in a week. I only made 4 meals. To preface, when I cook, I like to cook in bulk, and that's partially because I don't like cooking every single day. When I cook, I like to make enough so that I have leftovers and eat whenever I want to, and also partly because I don't know how to fucking portion, so I end up making a meal that is meant for 2 people, actually for like 6 people. It's okay because I always end up either freezing part of my food anyway and then reheating it another time. I am not claiming to be a chef. I'm not claiming to have proper kitchen culinary etiquette or like what order to cook things in. I'm not a professional. The food is getting eaten regardless, okay? And I'm still alive, so clearly it's fine. I typically find a lot of recipes on TikTok because for me personally, I don't like anything too complicated. I want something simple but yummy. Anyway, if you guys wanted some ideas on really simple meals to make, okay, because again, I'm not a chef. The meals that you're going to see are things that I like 9 times out of 10, if I go to the grocery store, I'm getting ingredients to make these things, except for the first thing that you're gonna see because it was my first time making that. So if you're interested in seeing that, keep watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this video is somewhat helpful. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully next week. If not, you'll see me eventually. Okay guys, the first thing we're starting off with this week is chindak. I actually saw this recipe on TikTok. This meal looked pretty straightforward, filling, and you know, somewhat healthy, or I guess relatively healthy, with all the vegetables, as if there's so many. It's just like garlic and onions and carrots and potato. Is garlic a vegetable? I don't think so. Yeah, anyway, I really like chicken, and also any noodle dish. Like, you can get me on any noodle dish. I definitely prefer noodles over rice, but this is like one of those one pot meals, and I fucking love a one pot meal, okay? I hate to do dishes. This is one of those meals I feel like is super self-explanatory. You know, you prep and chop the vegetables, you cook the chicken hopefully all the way through, okay? Don't give yourself salmonella, and then you toss in a sauce, everything in one pot. Yeah, I don't know how to explain what you're seeing, but I do not measure anything, okay? If you guys are gonna ask me for measurements, don't, because I don't know the measurements of anything. I just eyeball everything. This definitely turned out more soupy than I think it was supposed to, but I honestly really liked it like that, and yeah, it was really good actually. Okay guys, I'm about to taste test. Sorry, this is my first time making chindak. Potato, tastes like a potato. Carrot. Very simple, very light. Okay guys, so today we are making a comfort meal that I used to have whenever I was younger. My mom, and pretty much every Viet mom, has made this before for their kids. When I was a kid, I didn't really like vegetables as much, and this is the dish that made me really like vegetables. We're also going to be eating just like simple things on the side. This is just an easy comfort Vietnamese dish. If you're Vietnamese, I'm sure you've had this dish. This dish is by far the easiest thing that I'm going to be making in this video. It is Malabar spinach soup, or as I like to call it when I was younger, like slimy canh. Canh just means like a soup dish in Vietnamese, but you eat it with rice. It's so simple guys, and yeah, you guys see me dumping in all this garlic. It's such a simple dish that I feel like the garlic will make or break the flavor of the dish. So yeah, it's very simple. Also, I am going to be showing you guys the Malabar spinach in detail, okay? Make sure you grab the right leaf. You see how it's like not hollow, okay? If you don't grab the right spinach, you won't be making this dish, okay? This is the main ingredient. This is essentially the only thing you absolutely need to get. Everything else is like optional. You'll know if you grab the right spinach if you're starting to cut into it and it's slimy, okay? I know that sounds really unappetizing, but I promise it's so good. And here I am just pre-chopping some green onions. I'm going to use it for what I will make tonight anyway, but I like to just cut up a bunch that I can store away so that whenever I do need green onion, I don't have to chop up another like group or stem of it again. I can just have it on the go. But yeah, literally garlic, water, Malabar spinach, that's essentially all you need. Every single one I've had, you put in this dry shrimp and it adds flavor. I personally don't like eating the dry shrimp, okay? You can do dried shrimp, or you can make your own little like shrimp meatball type thing. I've seen people do that as well. I'm lazy, so this is what I'm doing. And when I was younger, my mom always made this like omelet type thing. I don't know if you would consider it an omelet, but she made this egg dish, so simple. You mix it up and it's so good, okay? Yeah, here I am seasoning it. You can season it however you want. I like putting chicken bouillon and fish sauce in the dish. And then here I am making Spam. It's a comfort dish, okay? Super, like literally so simple. It's so good. And for those of you who hate on Spam, good for you. Like you have a rich taste palette. I don't. This soup dish is something that I love making just because I can store so much of it away, and when I'm hungry I can reheat it and I don't have to cook, and I can eat the simplest things on the side with it. It's so nice, like and it lasts in the freezer for a good bit of time. And yeah, again, when I'm hungry I can just whip up an omelet like this and have that soup on the side with some rice and I'm set, and it's so healthy. Yeah, this is just a very comforting meal to me, and it doesn't take a chef to make. Like, you guys saw me making it, okay? Water, garlic, dried shrimp, Malabar spinach. That's literally it. Boom! It looks so good. Miss Willow. Are we ready to eat, Willow? I guess we're not eating at the dining table today. I also feel like this dish is low-key like a cheat code into people thinking you know how to cook, because it's such like a niche, quote, traditional-ish meal, very like Viet, I guess. And I don't know, every Viet person I know has had this dish, and my little brother, who thought I couldn't fucking cook, had it and he said it was really good. So next we are making kimchi chigae, which is literally my favorite thing to make outside of that last dish. Kimchi chigae just takes, I think, a lot more preparation. There are more things to cut up, because honestly you can kind of have a free-for-all, like throw whatever you want in there. But again, I put a fuck ton of garlic. I'm prepping the enoki mushrooms. I like to soak mine in like a salt water to get rid of any nasties that sit in there. Yeah, I think one of my old friends told me about this hack, or I saw it on TikTok. I don't remember, but I'm cutting up shiitake mushrooms. Literally, this dish is dead ass me prepping for so long, but it's okay because it's so worth it. And I'm not gonna lie, this is my best dish, okay? I've gotten so many compliments on my kimchi jjigae. I'm very confident in my kimchi jjigae. I literally, after I made this, I packed some up to bring to Minty, and she and her boyfriend apparently inhaled it. So after prepping the onions, garlic, and mushrooms, I do like to throw it into the pot just so that they can kind of get to know each other, you know, and soften. Definitely the onions go in first. I don't know if I feel like that's self-explanatory or like common knowledge, but you do throw in the onions first so that they can soften. I lightly season that so that everything can kind of sit together. We're rinsing out the enoki shrooms, and they are stringy themselves, but I feel like the bottom of it is kind of like clumps together, so I like to slice them like you saw, so that they break apart more easily, and so that I am more likely to get more enoki mushroom, or get enoki mushroom in every individual bite. And I'm using the rest of my fucking gochujang. This might be, honestly I think it's a little more than I usually put, but it doesn't matter because I don't like to waste, and I didn't want to just leave a spoonful in the fridge. I do like to cook my meat on the side so that they get a little crispy. I don't want to boil my meat necessarily, so it's not really a one-pot meal, but it could be if you want it to be. I personally just like to cook my meat on the side before I throw it into the pot. Yeah, oh my god, that looks so fucking good. That's also not even a pound of pork belly. I love pork belly, but beef doesn't, so I don't put as much pork belly as I probably usually would. Then we're going in with Spam. Comment down below if you use the lid of a pan as your shield so that oil doesn't pop all over you, because same. And I'm just making sure the Spam all lays relatively flat so that they all cook at the same time. You can add as much kimchi as you want. I like to add a lot of kimchi, and I like to add a little bit of the juice. And of course, we're doing soft tofu. This is actually the first time I added soft tofu in a really long time, because I'm usually the only one that eats it. But the Spam is now nice and brown. Oh my god. I'm literally about to go to the grocery store right now so that I can make this tonight. But adding in the Spam and mixing it all up, letting them, you know, get to know each other and sit. Like, again, I need to buy a bigger pot, okay? And then adding whatever seasonings that you like. I'm doing sesame oil, salt, chicken bouillon, and then satay, which I don't know what it's called in English. I'm pretty sure it's just like a chili oil. It's very, very spicy, so I didn't add like a fuck ton because we already have gochujang in there. And yeah, this is what it looks like. I didn't film myself eating it because it was so fucking good that I forgot to film myself eating it, but trust, I ate 2 bowls. And lastly, this is my like Hail Mary meal. I started making it when I was in college. It is inspired by a dish that I had or like served at a restaurant I worked at called the Mushroom Trio. Now it's become more like a mushroom quadruple, but you know, I cut up a fuck ton of garlic. We're adding in shiitake king mushrooms first, and then we add in the enoki mushrooms and the beach mushrooms, I think that's what they're called, some soy sauce. You let them sit, and on the side I have the udon boiling with, optional, you can add beef, and then I'm just seasoning it some more with powder and green onions, adding in the beef. It's stir fry. You can literally make anything stir fry. Adding in the noodles, and then I will be seasoning it again. Soy sauce, okay, this is the best one, more dashi so that the noodles also get flavor, and then kimchi. Okay, I started just tossing in everything I like in there. Okay guys, today we made my udon. This is like something that I used to make a lot in college. Again, I don't know how to portion and I always make a lot, but today Elle will be trying it. She actually already tried it. What do you think? It's so simple.
Okay, I tried a piece of...
Not the pizza. We had a snack earlier.
I tried a piece of the kimchi, which is it stir fried, right? Or is
No, I just threw it in there.
You just threw it in there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a good bite of everything. 2 face cooking.
Are you just doing that for the video?
No, it's
You
good.
don't have to lie.
No,
Okay.
it's good.
It's very solid, very easy to make. I don't know if you guys can tell from everything that I've cooked this week so far. We love a 1 pot, 1 pan, maybe 2 pan type meal, because usually I cook the meat separately on the side, but one of my comfort meals.
That was good.
Okay guys, that is all I have for today's video. Again, I hope these recipes were somewhat helpful. Or gave you some good ideas on what to make. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.